Katie here. Came on to share some things that have been helping me lately stay rock steady, focused, grounded, productive, in spite of challenging emotions coming up like anger, sadness, frustration, all the common ones that we've had all of our entire lives. And now is no time to be in defeat, to feel victim to these emotions. Cry them out, rage them through your body in shaking, moving them out, getting some physical activity, whether indoors, jumping, dancing, physical workout. There's so many videos on YouTube. Just look up 20-minute workout or go for a walk, go for a run. Every day I create a list of what I'm going to accomplish and I check it off. So that makes me feel like I'm on purpose. I'm feeling accomplished when I check things off. And I'm having a conversation with God where I ask, what is best for me to do today? What is productive for me to do today? How can I fulfill my potential in this day? And some days it's a shorter list because I need to take my time with each action, or I need a little bit more rest, a little bit more introspection. And some days it's a long list of 15 items, as simple as call this person, text this person back, go for a walk, eat a big salad, drink lots of water, maintain calm, whatever the theme of the day is. So I write a list every day and it keeps me feeling focused, because I don't know about you, but I hate feeling lost, like I've wasted time, like I don't know what I'm doing. I hate that feeling. And I've gone through enough depression and long states and phases of feeling lost, and those served in some way because I researched and studied a lot. I processed what felt like lifetimes, and right now I'm personally feeling like it's time to power up and accomplish a few ideas, revisit old ideas and get them done. And I know a lot of people are feeling that way, especially if you're feeling frustrated with the state of the world. Power up. Yes, rest, and ask the universe, the higher intelligence, the Galactic Federation, a source of intelligence benevolent to this planet. What can I do as an agent of change? And that can be as simple as being there for someone, helping them power up, helping them learn something new, helping them release some trauma so that they can get into their soul wisdom. And it can be researching, taking on a course, becoming certified in a practice that helps others, either as a coach, as a healer, as an advisor, as a practitioner that really supports the well-being of others. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Now is not the time to be lazy. Now is the time when you have actually a lot of time to create, to learn. And this starts with really powering up your body. So physical movement, some breath work, strong, forceful breaths, such as there's breathwork classes. I like to call them breath play because work feels so intense. We're working. And let's play with our breath. And they are called breathwork sessions. There's incredible ones. Just Google breathwork sessions. There's a beautiful one on Sundays. You can ask me for that. I post and share about it as well, by my friend Eddie. What else has been helping me? Really staying in connection with my higher self. Every day I write a letter to my higher self, and really it's God that I'm talking to. And God is not a religious object to me that prescribes to only a certain group of people who live a certain type of life. No, it's this all-pervading intelligence that wants us to evolve and create and live with as much joy and freedom and keep going as a human species. So I ask it every day, God, what do I need to know today? And it gives me direction. I write down the answers just automatically, and it says, Dear Katie. And I have this as a document on my computer, and so I can see what God told me yesterday, the previous week, and it reminds me how I listened and it worked. And so it gives me this confidence to keep having this conversation. And God is my doctor. It tells me how I need to eat, how I can best behave that day. It has the bigger picture where my ego may feel like I'm right. I need to block myself off, God will say, no, you need to talk to this person. You need to apologize for this because they can actually help you in some way. And you need to keep those communication gates open. Coming into humility, we're healing a lot of past life or even in this lifetime hurts and resentments, having some sort of healing practice. Emotional freedom technique with tapping. Go on YouTube and look up emotional freedom technique or tapping, and you can look up for jealousy, for fear, resentments, emotional freedom techniques to power up, to have strength, and it will take you through the layers of trauma and stories in your body that say, I can't, I can't, I can't. And you're tapping that feeling out like you've been blocked in some way, you've been feeling dense. And give it 24 hours to really process. Like I did in total probably 45 minutes yesterday of tapping. I did 2 different videos on YouTube. And by the end of it, it's not like I was feeling great, but I've done a lot of tapping and I know that it works. And I woke up this morning still processing some feelings of frustration with different circumstances, people in my life. Why aren't they changing? Why aren't they becoming how I want them to be? And so this was also letting go of my ego, trying to make things happen faster or control. I breathe that out. I let myself sit in it and look at what are those tensions inside of me, the veils that are of judgment, and they're so subtle. So this really takes being in a complete stillness meditation sometimes, where you are an investigator for your own mind and you're asking, what has been subconsciously blocking me from the truth? How can my life become better? But I've had some judgment, I've had some thought subconsciously that says, nope, defend, block. So breathing through it, watching those veils crumble, disappear, being with it. There's a practice of yin in Taoist traditions where the longer you sit and relax into a struggle, the natural process intelligence of your body is to release you out of it. So yes, you can take forceful breaths, and if you're feeling very tired, just sit in it with the purpose intention of dissolving the ego. I like to take myself through processes of ego death often, and that's my access to ultimate freedom. When I'm in my greatest suffering of I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I can't do this anymore, I'll just say, what part of me needs to die? What part of me that is stuck with trauma, with resentment, just needs to dissolve, be put to rest. And then the natural light and wisdom inside, the wisdom coming from the master soul, my higher self, can come and emit its frequency out. Like I woke up today just feeling dense, looking at certain people with judgment, looking at certain conditions in my life, like I could be doing better, I could be doing more. It was really building up, and so I sat just holding myself, knowing that I would come out of it eventually. And then I danced, and the ideas are starting to pour. And if you're not a dancer, that's okay. Go for a walk or stretch. Just give your body a chance to really shake out those feelings, even just shaking your arms out. There's this tribe in Africa I heard about that they cure cancer and heal major diseases through shaking. And this is where you're dissolving, breaking down the ego that is holding on to this dis-ease. And dis-ease starts from a thought, a significant emotional event from our childhood or even from our ancestors that is stuck in our DNA that can be analyzed through talks and conversations, deep processing of therapy practices, and you can just shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it out. I often feel like there's so many people to help, and I do one-on-one sessions as a coach, and lately I've been feeling like there's so many people struggling. How can I help more people? And I just want to share about the power of movement, that if we all just shake our bodies more often and surrender to the intelligence around us coming in and healing us and giving us codes, wisdom, information that will revitalize our spirit, that will tell us we can have change, we can have a new paradigm, we can have what we want, and what we can have is what's good for our souls, and that can be sometimes very simple and peaceful, being where we are today, going as far as we can see with what we have, and then going farther, because sometimes the rational, judgmental ego will want to know a lot about what's in the future, and that can be a block in itself. So put that aside and think, what do I know right now? What is best for me today? And then write it down. As I shared at the beginning, I make a list every day, usually in the morning, sometimes at the end of the day, what's good for me to do tomorrow. And this is also building my trust with myself, that I can execute the higher intuition, the good ideas. And keeping it simple sometimes builds even more confidence, because I see that I can take action on every idea that the divine puts in my mind. Also, what's helping me is talking to just a few friends that I really trust, going deep in conversations with them, and at the same time, just doing a check-in of, I'm feeling happy right now, or I'm feeling a little bit dense. How are you feeling? And this makes me feel like I'm part of a tribe. And also in my meditations, I visualize the whole collective tribe of humanity that I am personally in my soul connected with. And as I see others power up, I know I'm being powered up as well. Our collective is being powered up. So I really want to keep this simple with some practices that are helping me right now. Review this from the beginning of the conversation. I'll do another one in a few days. I love you so much. Love you, I love you, I love you.